Northside gave his word to everybody, right?
That bond is you living out right now. That bond is why you at the bus stop right now.
You understand? The scripture says, any man speak, let him speak of the oracles of God. They think the law is a small thing. Separate, man. We are separate from these other nations, man. That's right.
ISUPK 53rd Annual Lord Passover.
53rd Annual Lord's Passover is going to be held down here in Florida.
It's going down.
You're here tonight to get a chance to be righteous enough to be worthy of God coming to save you.
That's right.
It's going down. The Lord's 53rd Annual Passover.
When we say we no cowards, we stop that business. We no cowards up in here.
Book your hotels now at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, the IHG Hotel, 301 Tucker Lane, Cocoa Beach, Florida, 32926.
Comes with all your dishes, pots, pans, forks, knives.
I kind of like this. This is like an apartment and a hotel room. You know what I mean? Yeah.
This here right here is about to be holy ground. It's going to be holy ground. All our beautiful, wonderful brothers and sisters from all over the world. You understand? We can boast that now. Brothers and sisters coming not only from every state, but from all over the world. I heard the numbers this year is ridiculous. We had to buy out the whole hotel.
Friday, April 15th at the Space Coast Convention Center. This is going to be glorious.
We don't give a fuck, you can see it in our faces. Got it out the mud, straight up out the base.
Hey, I'm just following orders. Let me get one of those slow motion pictures, bro. One of the slow motion pictures.
You gotta shoot at 60 frames per second.
Come on, now.
They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move it cautious. Cause if they make the wrong move, it cost. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it.
a legend in this shit. Lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third, lil nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife left him. We all steppin', kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5, but you doing life. These hands are rude GPS, a mean right. That's mean right, we build different, you know the vibes. And we stamped it authentic, we notarized. I keep a 144 because I know a cod. Noah's Ark, you know I'm with animals when we flowing by. We back again, no cap, when I'm with Cap again. Yeah, they said they want smoking, so we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym.
They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the wrong move, it cost shit. See me, they like, ooh, chemo shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to blow shit.
All jokes aside, you know how niggas be like, I'm this and that for life, I'm this and that for life. I'm on West for life, nigga, this a blood oath. Hey, yo, Madara, here go a class for you, my nigga. 140 for the rebel.
The world turned its back on me. I'm a crippling. We got soldiers, he got soldiers, but I got different ones. Ain't no way out, I tell you once. Don't pray for nothing, sin and curse. We can't forgive what's forbidden. Remain in them trenches. Trust in the Lord, but please forgive me for the times that I did. If rank is given, have your respect to your apprentice. Be about your business. This loyalty's a death sentence. Look, trying to pick up with a blind field. They said there'll be many mansions. I'm just grinding for my time share. Them devils ain't playing fair. They hunt you like Van Pelt, but ain't no getting out the game like Jumanji. Or if you take that oath, it's a Dundee. Try to deal death to a priest, you won't make it out in one piece. So you can stand, just make sure you got the heart. Say your name 3 times, then it's death do us part. So how you feel about this truth I done shown you? This ain't the life you think, little nigga, I should want. Even your own people go disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Ain't no more guessing, ain't no more questions. Make sure my election till I'm tucked away like George Jetson. Murder for capital, now it's murder at the Capitol. The world in amazement, we like fuck 'em, raise it. I pity those watching life as it go by. Be giving mercy in this life, I don't know why. In pub smoke, never try to. The dead at home, my brother be the dead, it's sold out on. In the photo, salute my nigga. They like, how you stay focused? I told them I'm motivated cause of you, my nigga. Brotherhoods and weapons, still got weapons on the scene. Now never do my niggas like Bishop did Raheem. Never mind in all beliefs, they under anesthesia. Shorty say she need me, said she wanna let that love go. Told I let that love grow. But if I bring you to my bed, that's a blood oath. So, how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga, I should want. Even your own people go disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Yeah.
Dear Lord, I hope you hear my prayers. Because we
Nigga,
really,
listen to
really
the
need you
puzzle
down
line.
here. From all the pain that we going through, we know that you real, so can you fall through? Father, have mercy when we call on you.
How far you say you?
About 5 minutes. I raise my children up to say the same shit. Dear Lord, I hope you hear my prayers. Because we really, really need you down here. From all the pain that we going through, we know that you're real, so can you fall through? Father, have mercy when we call on you.
show the devils you ain't nothing to play with. I raised mature enough to say the same shit.
Yeah. Go ahead. Come on, West. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Look, I keep it loyal to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother way. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat, man. This shit is too easy. I'm on gold, but they don't believe me. You know I'm winning with the team. Screaming Vinny, VG. Hear them devils screaming out bloody murder. I'm about to close the curtain. I'm on my grind, bitch, I'm working. Sorry, all them lies, it ain't working. Them niggas weak, cause they be turgid. I'm a West nigga, that's for certain. If he cross the line, I'ma back up and I'ma hit his ass with this virus. When I come through 300 strong, 144 Leonidas. All my niggas we eatin'. I'm in this bitch with the itis. Say all y'all do the sweet. They always do the sweet. If a nigga made the wrong move, he make his ass obsolete. He ain't one of us hit the lead. He ain't one of us here preach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Look, I keep it loyal to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother wave. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat.
You see this look that's on my face, bitch, I'm for real with it. I hit the streets, put on my cleats, was in the field with it. You soft as cotton, just an actor, Uncle Phil with it. And then my target's on the move, bitch, I can still hit it. Hey, I speak true cause it's necessary. Gullah Jack revolutionary. Cold on them like January. Commander General is a visionary. Soul food, no sweets. Your preacher man, he's sweet. Matter of fact, he weak. It's wartime for peace. Think you hard, nigga, you ain't. Fuck with us, nigga, you can't. You smart cars, we tanks. We form up in ranks. We body bag this rap shit. All black, no bright shit. Real life, no cap, bitch. Fall on them, that's cap shit.
I keep it loyal to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother wave. Tell them get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Go ahead.
Salakia Yasharala, I guess you can hear me now. I'm trying not to get too loud. But see, that's how things work in Israel. The brother just called and I say, I answer the phone, I say, Shalom, Yahbashim Hashabakatan. He said, ain't no sound playing. I say, Khan, I want Khan. Now we got sound playing. That's how it works. We're not perfect. We striving for perfection. You see that? We are striving for perfection. And that's why we need men over us to help keep us on the straight and narrow. And then we need to raise the men up under us so that they might be better than I am today. Now, here we go. Back to, well, let me take it to the top because there was no sound from the beginning. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Back in 1969, and today, under Commandant General Yohanan, who's under Yahushua, we go throughout the earth teaching the truth of the Bible to blacks, Hispanics, and so-called Native Americans, and that truth is that the so-called blacks, the so-called Hispanics, and the so-called Native Americans is, in fact, the lost children of Israel. Oh, we're bigger than that. It includes our brothers, our Benjamite brothers out of Jamaica. It includes our Simeon brothers out of, what is that, Dominican? Yeah. What about Reuben coming up? Those the Seminole Indians, you see what I'm saying? Manasseh, our Cuban brothers. Y'all don't hear me though. Zabulon. Can you say Guatemala? Can you say Panama? How about our brothers in the tribe of Naphtali? That's the brother from down in Argentina, all the way down to Chile. Come on, man, we're the same people. And that's why we exist, to reunite our people under the law, statute, commandments of the Most High. No, don't get me wrong. I keep a watch on the internet. I know the race war is around the corner. I also know that World War III has already started. And I know that every nation on the face of the earth is going to return to its land, going to return to its own people. So the race war must be happening. I don't know whether it's a false flag or not, but they just put out on the internet a couple of days ago, some black teenagers carjack a 73-year-old white woman, and the white woman ended up dead. They coming after us. I'm not running the video because I really don't want to, you know, that ain't the issue. The issue is that there are things, because I don't know whether that's false flag or not. Maybe they just made it look like that. They never showed the woman. They said her arm was severed and all that. They never showed the woman with her arm ripped away from her body. And then after she got drugged, like 73 white, y'all really mean this, 73-year-old white woman. If my 4-year-old great-grandson run out there and make too much noise, that bitch gonna have a heart attack and die on the spot. So y'all want me to believe that some young brothers and sisters carjacked a 73-year-old white woman as she left her job, right? While the sisters and one person went to one side of the car, one brother go to the driver's side of the car, snatches her out, beat that shit out of her, tangle her arm up in the doggone seat belt, then jumps in, drives away in such a violent manner that her arm is ripped away from her body. And when you guys finally come upon her, when the so-called first responders, when the ambulance get there and the police get there, first of all, you want me to believe she's still alive. These are car thieves, you say. They spared away and they drug her over a little over a block, right? At the highest speed the car could achieve while he's trying to accelerate, right? And she's not dead when you get there 10, 15 minutes later, which means she wasn't that injured in the first place. Hell no, her arm was not severed from her body. Indeed, that's enough to cause a person to go in shock. You stupid people. But we hear you, and we understand that the Most High has spoken, and that World War III is upon us, and it's time to prepare, if I could, for the racial wars. We know you're going back to your own. You're getting back behind friendly lines. And as you do all that, the different times you find yourselves vulnerable, you talk sweet so you can get back. What did he say? Though his words be like butter, war was in his heart. We know who you are, Esau. We know who you are, enemy, brother. We know who you are. For your perpetual hatred. And now let me jump over what we really into in this day and age. That's saving our people here and now. And here is the thing that gets my ire. The structure of what the black family should look like. Who in charge? Who's calling the shots? Who should people listen to when it comes to Israel? And I've reached the conclusion in all that it's the men of God that they should be listened to. It's the men of God that the women and the children of the Most High should be following. The one thing you cannot do is trust your life, trust your peace to social media. I know y'all be on Clubhouse, Facebook, TikTok. Help me out. It's a bunch of them out there, right? TikTok, a whole bunch of those social media sites, right? Where you talk to people and you listen to people. Remember, Deuteronomy said that the Lord shall cause thee, Salakia. Let me go back to 15. But this shall come to pass if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day. That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Negroes, my Latinos, Latinas, my Native American brothers and sisters. Look, man, this thing is super, super simple. It's super simple. And every brother, and you know, I put my love and concern on the brothers up under me and the brothers over me. Because without the brothers over me, I would not have learned the truth. And without the brothers up under me, the truth cannot continue to spread. So, I understand that each of us make ourselves vulnerable to tell the truth. We make ourselves vulnerable so that the truth can be told. All right? Historically, you came over here to be a goddamn slave. Black man, black woman. Historically, if you read the Columbus, what they call them, papers, diaries, all that kind of stuff. When Columbus landed down there around Cuba and Puerto Rico, his whole intention was turn y'all into slaves. They did that. My Taino Indian brothers and sisters. I'm gonna proceed as if you guys have already already agree and understand that you are Israelites. Okay. We're going to go from there. We are now in the last days. Let's go over, if I could, to Isaiah 3. See, I know a lot of people love mess with the Isaiah 4. I love Isaiah 4 too. I love that as well. Yes, I do. But I'm going to go to Isaiah 3. Well, let's go to verse 1. Isaiah 3, verse 1. For behold, the Lord of hosts, that's the Most High, doth take away from Jerusalem. You see that? And from Judah, you see that? The stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water. The stay, if your stay, that's your sustenance. It ain't been too many years ago. I remember we really didn't need a damn grocery store, except if we wanted to buy meat, right? Because we had a habit, or what? Putting gardens in our yard. And anytime somebody came up with something that even looked like a community garden, we got knee deep into it. And guess what? Our families ate. Our families could eat and didn't have to depend on grocery stores inside of food deserts. But here's what we want you to know, that for sure, there's food deserts in Detroit. Matter of fact, shit, the whole of Detroit is a food desert. Tell the truth. You know where the giant grocery stores are, where you can get consistently fresh fruits and vegetables? In the suburbs. Isaiah 3, verse 1, but for behold, the Lord of hosts doth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water. That stay is your provisions that you got in reserve. You ain't got that. The staff, that's a little more forceful. Look at what else he takes away from you, Israel. So-called black man, so-called Mexican man, so-called Native American man and woman. Look what else he takes away from you. Verse 2, the mighty man and the man of war, the judge and the prophet, and the prudent and the ancient. Verse 3, the captain of 50 and the honorable man, and the counselor and the cunning artificer and the eloquent orator. We got to cap it off a little. Here's the icing on this. And I will give children to be their princes, and babes shall rule over them. This is talking about Israel. This is talking about blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. I'm starting with the sisters. Y'all got a million complaints about us niggas, right? A million goddamn complaints about us. But it's so long as you, right, are as unruly as you are, can't say Khan, I don't want Khan. You see what I'm saying? Always want to bring up something and not accomplish anything but talk about everything. As long as you do that, you are a significant reason Israel is still in captivity. I know. Y'all think the old man lost his mind, right? No, that's exactly why. You know, I'm gonna go get the scripture, because this been messing with me, man. Let me see if I can find this. Oh, hold up. Lest sin enters. I think that's what it should be on there. Okay. I gotta find this because, sisters, I love y'all. I love y'all. Salakia. But there's some scriptures that's so heavy when they come to y'all. And here's the craziest thing. The truth between that Israelite man and Israelite woman. The Israelite man, in spite of everything he knows, would choose to lose his life over a woman. Would lose his life over that woman. Y'all know the story of, is that Sapphira? I'm going to bring it to you here in a second. There we go. There we go. I'm going to show you how heavy a woman is on the Israelite man. We in Acts 5. Go with me over there, all right? Acts 5. But Peter said, Ananias, why hath Satan filled thine heart to lie to the Holy Ghost and to keep back part of the price of the Lamb? Now, this is not a good situation, but it's a what we call it, a teaching opportunity. Ananias and his wife Sapphira sat down and determined that they was going to lie to Peter about how much they got for their land, because they was enthusiastic when everything started jumping off, and they jumped up and all in front of everybody said, we gonna do this, made a pledge. So now they're feeling some kind of way. But instead of going back to the brothers and saying, look, we really can't afford that. Here's why. And explain it to them. Instead of going to council, they decide in their mind they're going to trick Peter. You see that? But Peter said, this is Acts 5, verse 3, but Peter said, Ananias, why hath Satan filled thine heart to lie to the Holy Ghost, to the Holy Spirit? This ain't our swag. Y'all don't get me. We don't do this kind of bullshit right here. If we said this goes to the school, it goes to the school. We don't all of a sudden invent a lie so we can keep some for ourselves and to keep back part of the price of the land. While it remained, was it not thine own? And after it was so, was it not thine own power? Why hast thou conceived this thing in thine heart? Thou hast not lied unto men, but unto God. Let me make this clear unto the sisters. The only thing you should be worried about in this timeline is if you are offending the Most High as revealed to you by who? the priests and the prophets of the Most High found in the ISUPK. That's it. That's it. There's some brothers out there that haven't crossed the line and ain't put on this all black, that ain't in this truth. This sound good. I love them. I love them. The only thing I ask them is, let's come on, put on this all black. Put it on. You see. But until they see and learn that there's nothing above the Most High, then they're going to keep going the way they're going. They're going to keep trying to figure out this way, man's way. Every way except for the scriptures. Every way except for the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High is man's way. If you cannot find it contained in the pages of what you know is as the Bible, and I'm going to just say the simple King James Version. Of course, we include the Apocrypha, right? But if you can't find the garbage that you support in the Bible, then you need to let it go. And historically, guess what you've not been able to do is find it. Salakia. Historically, you have not been able to find the biblical reason to celebrate the 4th of July. But you do, right? Why? Because you killed a whole bunch of other men and made all the people that belong to them not want to fight no more with you. Let me tell you something. The devil that the Bible speaks of ain't shit. He wasn't shit in the beginning. He ain't shit now. Salakia. While you look around you, and we're dealing with history here. On Monday nights, it's all about history. There's nothing new under the sun, according to the scriptures. And I know we haven't come out with a lot of scriptures this evening. But I want to ask you to sit down, take a deep breath, relax, and say, is this something, what you see out here in America today, in your city today, is this something we've seen before? Is this the quiet before the storm? And y'all sisters already know. I'm telling you, the race war is about to break out when the news agencies begin to put together stories. I'm not saying it's not true. All I'm saying, a news agency that we don't have control over put together this story. It started off, and they still running that headline, 4 black teenagers hijacked, 4 black teenagers leaves 73-year-old woman dead as they hijack her car. And the video looked bad. But man, I'm telling you, it's something to that bullshit right there. Something. Something to it. Something to it. I'm not calling it a false flag. What I am saying is get ready for the race war. You see, because this was a 63, 67-year-old white woman, and the perpetrators were all black, and they made sure you knew that 2 of the perpetrators were female. Sisters, that means you're going to be killed too. The race war is on. You got it? The race war has started. Now, why do we need a race war as World War III gets started? So that you, simple Negroes, can understand who your real enemy is. Quit being friendly with your local politician. So lucky, I got to use this one. I knew either my goodness, I knew him, I knew his wife, and I was loyal to him after his wife left him. And when I first started messing around with him, we was dealing in the damn garbage industry. You know what I'm saying? Garbage trucks and all. Yeah, that's some mafia shit, right? Absolutely. I'm not saying he's mafia and anything like that. Probably not. But when it comes to a people, there are certain things that we have to deal with folk about unless we got it 100% ourselves. And sisters, let me explain something to you right now. Right now. You can accept it or you can reject it. I care, but I also understand I can boo-hoo all night. It ain't gonna amount to a hill of beans. All you have is the Most High. And those brothers willing to stand for the Most High. That's all a sister got. That's all an Israelite sister got. That's all my Akwafian have. It's some damn brother in Israel willing to stand and die for you if need be. That's all you got. And if you talk to the brothers, that's enough. Why? Because that's all we got, is that the Most High is willing to stand for us. And since he's willing to stand, well, hell, I'm not going to worry about it. You see what I'm saying? Historically, we've given in to all the other people. We want to be Oriental. And I have to applaud my young brothers today, even though there's a number of us who don't understand you. We quit to call you metrosexual. We quit to label you and all that. But here in the ISUPK, we know that every Israelite man, if you're a Negro, you're an Israelite man. If you're a black, so-called American, you're an Israelite man. If you're a Mexican, so-called American, you're Israelite. If you're a Mexican, from that family that protesting against your government, and I have to say it that way because I don't follow y'all that much, your government, right? But I know in Mexico, you know, the people that run Mexico, they are the descendants of the conquistadors. Who were the conquistadors? They were the people that, colonized Mexico. You see? So what is this class coming all to? This right here. Keep fighting. Don't get so emotional out of bounds that you don't see how you can support that brother priest right there, that brother prophet right there. It's really more about that than it's about what you don't like. When it comes to the Most High doing this thing, my Israelite sisters, there's a whole bunch you ain't gonna like. I don't have a problem telling any one of y'all, shut the hell up. And I mean that with all the love in the world. No disrespect, whatever. This is real. This is reality. You see that? This ain't the metaverse. Your brothers and sisters are dying in the actual verse, not the metaverse. You see that? So, this is what I'm going to encourage you to do. Support the ISUPK. Make sure you pay your tithes, camp fees, any other fees that's due. But beginning, at least I'm going to be in Florida that Wednesday, 15th, 16th, wherever. But the Wednesday of the week of the 15th, I'm going to be in Florida. You see that? Get to Florida for the Passover. And I already know 2 of my wives going to be there. Y'all get there. Y'all get there. You see that? But as far as history, ain't nothing changed, man. This stuff is so simple, right? If a nigga break out in the zone, white folks gonna find him and kill him. Ask Nat Turner. Niggas stick together. They change whole hemispheres. You see that? It was because everybody was on the same side that Napoleon had to get up out of Haiti. You see that? And you know Haiti is the only group of our people who forced the white man to get his foot up off his neck. Literally. You see that? But we're gonna move on. We're gonna be looking forward towards the Passover. Orlando, Cocoa Beach, Florida. April 14th and 15th. Be there or be square. Shalom, Israel.
Something to follow, had loyalty, every man tried to borrow, felt pain, and a lot of sorrow, got betrayed, sold packs, I didn't even have my heart broke, living confused, about to lose hope, cops got me on the side of the road, like a sideshow, need an antidote before I froze, now I'm setting fire, the rhythm man blues, for this guitar smoke, rebel with no cause, trying to find direction, the world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good record. Sometimes a follower is a soldier trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? With them the